Alright, what is going on, my dude? So you see, I had just a bit of an issue here. About 7 or 8 days ago, I didn't have a 6-star Hawkeye. I went through my entire MCOC career never pulling a Hawkeye. So, Hawkeye got buffed, and he was pretty darn good. And here comes a Hawkeye arena. So I said, alright, let me jump in there and try and pick him up. Throw my hat in the ring. See if I can get myself a 6-star Hawkeye. Well, here's round 1. And as you can see from the screenshot here, it seems as if we've succeeded in picking up that 6-star Hawkeye. We have the option to choose between a Nebula dupe, more Sigs on Karnak, a Joe Fixit dupe, or a Hawkeye. And obviously, Hawkeye's a champ I didn't have. He's the one that I grinded for, right? So it was almost a no-brainer. But now we had a 6-star unduped Hawkeye, which, if you didn't know, is kind of a little bit useless. You see, he has this Sig ability, and it's pretty darn good. Essentially, landing a critical hit with an arrow shot will cause any personal bleed debuffs triggered to become a critical bleed. That's really darn good. He has another part of his Sig ability as well, but that doesn't need to be at a high Sig, and it's honestly, at the end of the day, not that big of a deal. This is this part of the Sig that was bugged and was making him hit like so freaking hard when he first came out, but the first part of the Sig is the important part. So I said to myself, I gotta get this guy duped. So I jumped back in round 2 and I picked up the dupe on Hawkeye. Alright, so we now have a duped Hawkeye, and let's fast forward a couple days here because it's been a few days since round 2 in the arena now, and at this point in time, I do have a rank 2 6-star Hawkeye. So I feel like I'm leaning pretty heavily towards taking him to rank 3 at the moment for a couple different reasons. Most importantly, he does have a very decent synergy with Hercules, who is my main champion, right? So it's a synergy I never really used before. It's a good synergy. It reduces the cooldown on the Infuriate debuff. It's also a decent synergy for Hawkeye as well. Gives him a Fury buff, stacks up to 3 times. And just in general, this is my 6-star skill roster now. So I have 9 of them. Stealthy, Thor, Elsa, Fury, Mole Man, Crossbones, Black Panther, Shang-Chi, and Kingpin. Those are all at rank 3. And then I have Black Widow, Hitmonkey, and Hawkeye at rank 2. Okay, so when I look at this roster here, I see that Hawkeye brings something to my skill roster that the other champions just don't, in the form of power control. He has power control. He also has very strong bleeds. I'm not really missing out on bleeds at the moment. I have Fury, Mole Man, and Black Panther at rank 3, right? So I'm not missing out on the critical bleeds. But another thing that he has is a slow debuff, and he actually has a very easy to access slow just on a heavy attack. But we also have Shang-Chi and Stealthy. One thing that he does have also is all of that combined. So he has a lot of different utility all formed into one, and even just at rank 2, he puts in just a bit of work. Another thing I love is that it's very possible to make this guy a lot more suicide friendly than he actually seems to be when you don't need him for power control, alright? And with a great champion too, you can have either Nick Fury or you could have Black Widow, who's going to be probably my next rank 3, right? I'm going to choose between these two for my next skill rank 3, essentially, right? And the other one is going to go up next. They're both going to go up eventually, but if I do over here, well, I believe that she gives Hawkeye a synergy as well, right? Increases the duration of bleed and disorients by 10%. That's nice, but you don't really necessarily need it for what I'm going to be showing you here. So we'll throw on Nick Fury here for some additional attack. And then what you could do is you can also throw in Deadpool, and you can start with absolutely 0 debuffs on you. So you're going to purify the bleed and also be immune to, what do you call it? What do you call it? Oh my god. The poison. Wow. Now, there are also a lot of other synergies that are decent for Hawkeye as well. This is good for like Thing and also Korg. This is good for when you really want that slow. Arrow strikes, pause, all slow debuffs only for 6 seconds per based on the special attack you use. All with really good champions, by the way, too. Not so much over here. Over here, some more power gain, some armor rating. One really nice synergy, though, is with Darkhawk. Check this out over here. Plus 5% critical rating and damaging debuffs are 40% stronger. So let's go ahead and jump into a fight here against Winter Soldier. I just want to show you a nice critical bleed on the special 3. And that's one way to just make this guy super duper suicide friendly. And keep in mind that, you know, Winter Soldier has a very high health pool, about 550,000 health, right? So essentially what I want to do here is just get up to a special 3 and then kind of win at the end of the day, because there's going to be some nice bleed damage. Now, another thing that you can do if the opponent is immune to bleed is you can bring along Tigra along, and then you have some critical poisons, which is a really cool mechanic. He's the only champion in the entire game who can crit poison at the moment. That's definitely very cool and very unique, which I like. But yeah, so he has a nice slow, like I said, on the heavy attack, which is always useful. And you guys know I love my slow debuffs, right? So at this point, I want to actually trigger the dexterity precision here. And then I'm going to parry. Gonna go for this. And you got to get the perfect damage bonus. It's actually very important because that's going to increase your critical rating, and that's going to give you the crit bleeds. So at this point, watch this crit bleed and how it ticks, okay? After the special 3. It's ticking for about 7,000 per second, and every basic hit that I do on Winter Soldier is going to be essentially pausing that bleed. So as you can see, it's ticking, and there's essentially no end in sight. Right? That's just ticking him down, and it's not stopping. And he's going down about 1% health every second. Now at this point, we can go for this. Ooh, I didn't release it properly. Uh-oh, that's all right, doesn't matter. And as you can see, the more bleeds you put with the Sig ability, right, the more damage you're going to be doing. And we can finish him off here with a special 1. There we go, we got it. And now he's just really ticking down, as you can see. Yeah, so this guy definitely has a lot of potential. I do enjoy the special 3, special 2, special 1 rotation that I did in this video. But if you're going like for like a shorter fight, right, just strict damage, just if you go for the special 2s, that's a good way to go about it too. So I can go ahead and show you over here. And keep in mind the synergies that we have here. The only one that's like really increasing the potency of our debuffs right now is Darkhawk, increasing it by 40%. And that's not doing all too much. We could definitely do a lot of really good stuff without him as well. But yeah, like I said, he gives Hercules a really good synergy for Hercules. So that's one thing that's really leading me to want to rank up Hawkeye, so I can maybe bring the two of them along together. Because right now on like my Hercules teams, I don't really have any form of like power control, which I think is going to be a really helpful and useful thing to have. There we go. Now we got the fragile, the critical bleeds. And you could stack these guys too. So, ooh, nice. There we go. Now we have 4 fragile debuffs and 4 critical bleeds going. At this point, we can start activating like the Hercules synergy too, which is very decent right here. So you got the Fury buff now. And she's just draining, man. Like the damage over time on this guy is definitely very, very decent, as you can see. So to me, Hawkeye just kind of feels like a very versatile champ, you know? And a perfect example to show that right away is that up next in Realm of Legends, not that like Realm of Legends is like the freaking key to like making a good champ, because it's not. It's definitely not. It's kind of irrelevant, to be entirely honest. But just to showcase how far the utility actually goes, is that the heavy attack slow is actually so nice, because even in situations that you wouldn't expect, like for example right here, you know, there's just no slow debuff, which is great. And the suppression is really nice as well. It really allows you to just control a fight very nicely. So he's hardly gaining any power here at all. Ooh, I went for a heavy attack and it did not work. That's all right. So when you just go for special ones, you're definitely missing out on like, you know, the fragile debuff. Even when you get the Fury buff from Hercules, it's nice, but I think going like for the fragile debuffs definitely helps. But as you can see, if you like need power control, you can definitely lock down a fight very, very nicely here. Now, if I was rank 3, you know, I have plus 5% more additional power rate, offensive power rate. and then I'd be able to chain these special attacks much easier as well. So I feel like I did a late release there again. So I feel like Hawkeye is a champion who absolutely can benefit quite a bit from that additional combat power rate, no doubt about it. You also don't have to slow down time. See, like right there, I just held it on the special button until it was time. But as you can see, man, this guy got a very decent buff. He really did. Like, he's kind of nuking through Realm of Legends here, like, very easily, you know, without much effort. It's a very simple play style. And pretty much the point of this video was kind of just like, you know, an arena results video. But I wanted to show you I did already take him to rank 2. I am considering taking him to rank 3. There's already a lot of rank 3 content on YouTube on Hawkeye. If you just type in like rank 3 Hawkeye beats the entire game, there's a lot of really good videos on him already, man. This guy is very versatile. So I feel like he's definitely probably going to go up to rank 3 very soon, and then Black Widow soon after, the next time I form a skill catalyst, man, because I do like both these champs, and I love the skill class, and yeah, I enjoy both these champions, man, and I want to play with them more. So yeah, that's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big old like, comment what you think about Hawkeye's buff in the comment section below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future Hawkeye videos coming to you when I rank this guy up. I'll be seeing you around.